Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Jeff VanderMeulen Homicide. So I've been on a bit of a hiatus lately, as you've probably noticed. I haven't made a video in quite a while. The reason being, we have moved. You can see from the background that this is a new video space that I am filming in. And we have moved to 5 acres and just an awesome house, and I'm really excited because what that means is that I can start doing more videos because I have a dedicated space for this now. It's something I really enjoy, so I hope you enjoy the videos that I put out. I've continued to collect, so I've got a backlog of things to shoot, and I'm excited to show them to you. So first we've got this Jeff VanderMeulen Homicide. So Jeff is a small knife maker, custom knife maker out of, I think he's in Michigan, and he's really well known for doing these ultra beefy, usually very large folders. Speaking of large, let me show you the size of this Homicide. So here it is next to a Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and a Spyderco Paramilitary 3. So it's a good size knife. It's definitely a full size knife. It is not insanely large. I say that because Jeff is actually really well known for making knives like the Double Homicide and the Instigator and the Barely Legal, which are proper pocket swords. This is a more reasonable carry, or an easier carry, if you will, and that is why I ordered the single Homicide, just called the Homicide, instead of the Double Homicide. So I ordered this directly from Jeff. He started it in the end of November and finished it December 20th. You can actually see that right here. Jeff does all of his COA stuff on the inside of the handle, which I absolutely love. So you can see the date was finished 12/20/2024. It's an S30V, Homicide number 87, and Jeff VanderMeulen. So let's talk about the specs that I ordered specifically. I texted him and I said, hey, I want to order a knife from you. He said, great, I'll give you a call. We talked on the phone for a good 30 minutes. It was super enjoyable. He was a really cool guy, and we kind of worked out what I wanted from a knife. So I obviously went with the blasted and tumbled titanium handle with speed holes. I really like the way that they match the curve of the handle, and then they have a reducing diameter. And I went with a hand satin blade. This one is an S30V. And this one in particular actually has a thicker blade stock than the normal Homicides. I believe this is the same blade stock out of the Double Homicide. So that gives it a really cool look to me. I'm really stoked about that. Oh, then obviously I ordered the Damascus pocket clip, which is absolutely beautiful. With a little bit of orange in there. But the thicker blade stock means that I think the fitment just looks fantastic. It's definitely one of those things where you look at it and you're like, wow, I can't believe that fits and so perfectly. And you know, it doesn't rub at all. It's perfect lockup, all that stuff. So I think that what I ordered is pretty simple, but I am super happy with it, and I've been carrying it a lot. It's in my pocket all the time. I use it on the property. I've cut wood carrying it. I've dug dirt. I've gardened. You know, I've done all this stuff, and I've used it actually quite a bit since I got it. So if you look at the blade on this, it obviously has a compound grind. Jeff does these compound grinds. He's pretty popular for that as well. And this one is no exception. I think he came out really well. This rear grind is extremely high on the blade and is very hollow, extremely good at slicing. And since it's got a slight recurve, once you get it into cardboard, it just grips and pulls it in. And then the front is quite obtuse, has a good belly on it too, so it's great for slicing like so. And then the secondary tip is fantastic for like opening boxes, and of course the primary tip as well. I just think he did an incredible job with this grind. When I got the knife, it had a little bit of lock stick. Actually had a pretty good bit of lock stick. I've had that happen with S30V in the past. I think S30V is kind of lock sticky with titanium for whatever reason. But being a Strider guy, I know that lock stick goes away, so I just carried it and kept using it, and the lock stick is now totally gone. Obviously, it uses a flipper tab. The action is great. This detent is nice and strong. I prefer a strong detent. I've been cut by knives opening in my pocket, so if you ask me if I want a strong or a weak detent, if I had to choose one, I will always choose a strong, and honestly, I prefer strong probably even over a quote-unquote normal detent. So I'm super happy with this knife. Jeff is just a pleasure to work with. and really an incredibly talented knife maker with a unique look. The organic shape of this knife is not super popular. We're kind of in an era of really clean, straight knives. This is a great knife, by the way, the Shirgore of Astrum. I'm making a video about that as well. But this is the aesthetic, very sleek, very clean, and those are great. They work great. I carry a lot of the knives like that. I love that look as well. But as far as like fit in the hand goes, when you get a good knife that's got like this kind of hunchback, organic feel, it's like a glove to quote, I think it's Jim Carrey says that, like a glove. Anyways, it fits like a glove. It really is a knife that's ergos are insane. If you're up here, it's great. If you're back here, it's great. It's one of those knives that it feels like it's made to be worked with. All knives are made to be worked with. You should carry all of your custom knives. But this one in particular just feels like the tool that it is. And with that thick blade stock, I don't even hesitate. I know I'm not going to hurt it. I obviously take care of my knives. I wipe them down when I'm done using them, etc. But I don't hesitate to cut with my knives and use them. I just really stand by that. It just is something that I get a lot of joy out of. So anyways, that is the Jeff VanderMeulen Homicide. This one in particular made for me, number 87. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be back with a bunch more videos now that I have a dedicated studio space, aka my office, but I have a permanent setup in here for my camera, and I've got some cool stuff to show you guys. I haven't stopped collecting, I've just hadn't had time or the space to do videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on the next one.